What you've done this year alone, the fundraising, has surpassed everything we've done in the past. We have smaller numbers. So there's 1,400 people, 1,500 people participating in person. Amazing, right? And we've raised more than we've ever raised before, which is remarkable. And we're reaching more people than we've ever reached before because we can reach people now virtually. I mean, we've all spent a lot of time on Zoom in the last year, but we're now being able to help people who can't get to us from all around the state and all around the world. So look what we can do. Look what this community can do. So let's always remember that. I'll tell you, I'll never forget that, and you inspire me, and I thank you, and I'm so grateful to be here and to be a part of this amazing team with you and Cindy and the staff, the board, and this community. We're making a difference, and it's great to be together in that journey.
Absolutely.
Yay!
You know, you've gotten wise in your old age. I feel like you should quit your job and sit on a mountain somewhere with a robe on, and we'll climb the mountain and ask you important questions, and you'll figure it out for us.
Well, you need to be a bodhisattva, which is a bodhisattva is in the world, not hiding in a cave. As much as we want to hide from the world some days.
All right. So behind the stage, then we'll come and ask you the question.
No, I'm going to be right here, so we're good. So hopefully I can continue to learn. But I've made a lot of mistakes, therefore the wisdom comes from my mistakes.
There you go. Right. All right. Thank you, Patrick, very much.
Thank you.
All right, we are kicking off the live stream. Are we correct? All right, folks, we're kicking off the live stream.
How about it, our live audience? What do you think?
Yeah!
So here we go. Hello, friends, and welcome to the 13th Annual Dempsey Challenge presented by Amgen Oncology. We are so grateful each and every one of you are here, whether you're a local participant here in Lewiston, Maine, or a global participant tuning in one of the 40-plus states or 15-plus countries represented.
Fantastic. Unbelievable. We want to thank you for your inspiring commitment in helping make life better for people navigating a cancer journey. Close to 2,000 of you have registered for this year's Dempsey Challenge, about 500 of you virtually. Thank you for doing that. And thanks to your tireless efforts, we have already raised $1.3 million.
Awesome. That is phenomenal. And again, as Patrick said, with fewer participants. So cranking it up big time.
It's great because what that does, it allows us to reach more people so that there is no cost to them. That's the beautiful thing. So what you've done, you've made life so much easier. So the anxiety of like, how am I going to pay for these services is taken away. So that's all what you're doing. So thank you for that.
Thank you, thank you. You know, creating the Dempsey Challenge takes the work of so many people. So we just want to say some quick thank yous to people who have devoted months of their lives to this event. First off, with the Dempsey Center Board. Anybody from the board, please raise their hand. We got some folks back here.
You got some board member Tim back there?
So our board lends their time and expertise to help kind of guide the Dempsey Center. Give those folks a round of applause, please.
Yeah, can I just say something about the board real quick?
Yes, you may.
The board has been amazing to work with. They've been phenomenal. Everyone has been impacted by cancer at one point in their life. We have survivors on the board. We have people who have lost their mothers and their fathers. So they care very deeply about this. They give a lot of time and a lot of energy, and they're behind us. It's a small but mighty board who comes from the right place. And we've learned a lot from our staff as well. The staff is informing us. So the collaboration, the openness, and the passion, we are stronger as an organization now more than before COVID hit. And that's really saying something about how people rallied around and took the obstacle, took the thing that was scaring us, and turned it around and made it our strength. So I'm really just proud to be a part of it. I'm learning so much from each and every one of you. And we're getting great guidance and stewardship through this time, and it's really wonderful to be a part of. So I can't thank you enough, and it's an honor to be a part of the board.
Raise your hand if you're staff or volunteers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredible.
Yeah,
couldn't do it without you.
In the staff this year, we've had so much change, a lot of new people coming on board, and the spirit and the energy and just the teamwork alone has done, I think they've done a great job this year in the event so far. Well, let's hear it for the staff and the volunteers real quick. A lot of time and energy put into the event, so thank you for that.
One last group we have to recognize, the local organizing committee. Raise your hand.
Yeah,
Guys,
fantastic.
volunteers who helped put this together since its inception, you guys rock. Thank you. Big round of applause.
Now, the big thank yous certainly don't stop there. For 13 years, our dear friends at Amgen Oncology have been the presenting partner for the Dempsey Challenge. Their remarkable support has laid the foundation for the success of each and every year we've done. They continue to inspire us with their unparalleled level of commitment to their work and to the center's mission to make life better for people impacted by cancer. And we truly could not have been here today without them. So we'd love to welcome Ryan Gregory from Amgen to come up. Amy, you coming up too? Okay.
Great, thank you.
And let's welcome Amy Finn as well.
Good morning.
And
Get a mic
do we
over
have a mic?
here.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and use
You
these
guys
mics.
use the
Thanks,
mics.
guys, so much for being here.
You don't want to be up front? Okay.
She's leaving me on my own, apparently. So, well, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you to the Dempsey family, the Dempsey Center staff, and all the participants and volunteers. So I know you guys got a round of applause already, but you deserve another one, so thank you. So as mentioned, yeah, Amgen's been the presenting sponsor for the last 13 years. And, you know, this is my first time here actually this year, but it's clear to see why we continue to support this event, and we'll continue to do so in the future. Absolutely phenomenal weekend thus far, you know, meeting the Amanda Dempsey Award winners last night, hearing some of the stories. I ran into a guy at the hotel. He said he just rode his bike from South Carolina. So I thought my drive from New York for 5 hours was rough. Put me right in my place. So kudos to that group. And then, you know, Amgen overall, I mean, listen, we're a company that makes innovative medicines for people with serious illnesses, including those with a cancer diagnosis. But what we're most passionate about is the same thing I think all of us are most passionate about, and that's how we can serve patients and make a positive impact for those patients and their families as they navigate through their process. So it truly takes a team, which has been mentioned a couple of times here today. I'm a big believer in that. And, you know, Amgen's just looking forward to making a positive difference here with all of you this weekend and moving forward. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time, and absolutely phenomenal what you're doing here. We appreciate it.
Ryan, thank you so much.
very
Amy, you want to say anything? No, she's being shy.
She's very shy.
She
huh?
said it all. Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much. And I know that everybody involved at the Dempsey Center and everybody watching virtually is just overwhelmed with gratitude for all that you do for the center and for being such a great partner and friend in all of this. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. 14 years, it's been a long time, and thank you for that. And we'll continue. Thank you. Yeah, so I'd like to bring up one more person who's very important to when this all started. I was working with Amgen for the Breakaway from Cancer initiative, which was partners about nutrition, about just how do you support people that are going through cancer. And that's where the idea of creating the center started. So, Mary, come on up. I want to introduce you to my sister, Mary Dempsey. Yeah, here she is. And we'll talk about the early days, how that came about. But here you go, Mary. We'll talk about the beginning.
Hi. Hi. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for your continued support any way possible that you can. We really appreciate it. And I know that if you're going through a cancer journey, it's extremely important. Speaking of a cancer journey, it started for our mom way back, and she battled cancer, although she didn't like to say she battled it. She fought it, she beat it up, and that poor little cancer cell didn't know what it was getting when it got a hold of her. And she did pass from cancer, but she had it 17 years. But before then, we created a really important award in memory of her, but she was alive at the time, to keep her legacy going on, the Amanda Dempsey Award, which is presented by our friends Amgen. I don't know if Sue Crabe is still here. Ah, Sue! Sue Crabe is this year's winner. Thank you, Sue. The award, each year there's a committee which is composed with lots of people, including the Dempsey family, and we have our rules and regulations to follow. But the more important ones are someone who is a cancer survivor, someone who either lives in or gives back to Maine, and somebody who makes a difference, and what have they done to make a difference. And Sue and some friends I know, but also Sue, has the Cancer Resource Center in Western Maine, and she is this year's award winner. So again, Sue, very happy for you. So we opened our doors March 31st of 2008, and we've continued to inch along and grow and help and support as many people impacted by cancer as we possibly can. And again, we could not do that without the support from all of you. So I'm going to go with less is best, my mother's motto, not mine, but my mom's motto, and say thank you very, very much.
And thank you, Mary. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
If we might, Patrick, maybe you could talk a little bit about the challenges of the last 18 months, because it has been a weird 18 months.
Yeah, it has. I mean, we've all just never lived through this before, right? So our whole world is turned upside down. How we do business, how we relate to each other, the masks that we wear, this sort of invisible wall that keeps us together. You know, how are we going to proceed? Because what's so special about the center is the human contact, right? It's that coming into a physical space and being together. How are we going to continue to reach people? How are we going to get the message out there? You know, we have a lot of negative things with technology, but here's the beautiful thing with technology. We were able to reach more people this year than before because of that technology. So we used it in the right way. And that has a lot to do with the leadership of the board and the staff and the volunteers. They didn't let it bother them. They were like, no, this is an opportunity for us. What can we do? And it really, I think, has taught us, if I can speak for everybody, and I shouldn't do that, but I just, what I'm seeing is everybody rallied together. There was no ego. It's like, what can we do to get our services up online quickly? And we've done an amazing job with that, and that's the beautiful thing. You know, and now we're open again, you know, so it's just been remarkable. We've come together as a team and as a community, and we're much stronger than we were before.
So I remember just about a couple of years ago, we had a retreat. The board had a retreat, and one of the goals, you know, we were talking about how the future would go, and one of the goals was, yeah, we got to get a better online presence and virtual presence. Little did we know that in just a few months, the transition had to happen immediately, but it worked. The staff was unbelievable.
Right, and this is the great thing about sort of the leadership in the board and having vision. It's like, okay, you know something's going to happen in life. You're going to have an obstacle. What's your plan A and plan B, and how do you make that adjustment? Or the word pivot is used quite a bit these days. It's like that was what we were always wanting to be able to, like, how do we reach people in northern Maine in the winter, right? If you can't get in to get your services or your screenings done, can we get there online? And that was always something very early on. We were trying to solve that problem, and this year it just accelerated. So that will continue to build on that program. We also have our goal of getting a center up in northern Maine. We want to make sure those people are not forgotten, and the services, they come down here. It's a long drive. We want to make it easier for them. But at the same time, there are other like-minded centers like the one in Norway. So how do we coordinate? How do we communicate with each other? How do we build that network? So all that was put into this year's work, as well as how do we refine the event? We have to bring the community together in person. We need that sense of community. And they've done a great job at laying out the new circuit, which I think was really good this morning. How did you like the new layout? It was nice, right? And then we've opened up the park. So a lot of those little changes, and then a lot of new people, new energy, and new vision coming in too.
I got to tell you, I think everybody feels the same way I do, especially since last year was all virtual. It is so good to be here together again. And yeah,
Yes,
right?
it really is. And so many familiar faces, so many returning teams. It's become a tradition, and it's a period I look forward to the fall because I know the event's happening. I'm seeing old friends either on the walk or on the ride or here in the park. It's great. I love that.
I know cancer is what brings us together today, but everybody's reason, their why for being involved in the Dempsey Challenge is personal. Share a little bit about why you're here. What is your why?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when someone in your family is diagnosed, you feel helpless. You know, what can you do? How can I give back? You know, how can I make their life better? And I think that's my why. I never forget that moment when I got the call, and you know, you get that call, and you're like, your mother has cancer, or your husband, or your daughter, or whoever is it. It's something you never want to hear. You go into shock, you don't know what to do, it's overwhelming. And thank God Mary worked at Central Maine Medical, and she could navigate through and understand and sort of interpret what the doctors were saying. And I'll never forget that voice and that understanding is so important. And that's where it came from. It's like, well, what are people doing if they don't have someone who's working in the hospital? How are they navigating this? And, you know, what can we do to get a better understanding? And that's where it came from. And then, you know, sometimes things come to you, and Mom had been in her cancer battle for a number of years, and there was nothing like what I had seen in California with the Wellness Center. And I was like, this is exactly what we need in Maine. This is exactly what we need in our community. I called Mary up and I asked her, is there anything like that? And she goes, no. And that's when the dialogue started, and that's where we are today. So asking that question. So my why is because I truly believe if someone is diagnosed, the work that we're doing in other like-minded centers around the world, it should happen immediately. That you are not alone, that you have someone who is there for you, who is compassionate, who is understanding, who's going to meet you where you're at and take you through this journey into survivorship. And survivorship is an important thing to remember as well. If we get in, we get our screenings, we're living longer, but then we're living with the knowledge of, is it coming back? You know, are we going to have a reoccurrence? How are we going to do that? So we want to improve those programs. So that's my why, because I really believe in this mission. And I believe in it, and we're in it together. So that's what's really beautiful. So you inspire me to continue to improve and to reach out. I know we've got people watching. I met a like-minded center in Dublin. I was there this summer working on Disenchanted. There's a place called the Purple Door. And when I walked in, it's in an old Georgia manor home, and it's really, it's so funny, my Maine accent's coming out the longer I talk. It's great. And I felt like I was in Maine. I felt like it was a community very similar to this one, and the services that they do and the staff, it was all the same. So we're hoping to do a Dempsey challenge over there in the future and have them come over here. So we'll keep you posted on that. So my mission and my why now is to meet every other like-minded center around the world, connect to them, and work together and bring best practice to the people that need it. So that's the why. Sorry, that's a little longer.
Here.
All right, thank you.
Well, your commitment and compassion, especially your commitment to this cause. I mean, how can it not expand? Look at the crowd here today. So
Exactly.
it's got to feel good.
It feels great, and I feel it. You know, it is a team. It truly is, and the strength of the organization is based on the staff, the leadership with the board, the community, and the volunteers, and all of you. So that's another why. It's like I love the teamwork. I love the sense of community.
What do you say we hand out some awards to our
Yes,
top
let's do that. Let's talk
fundraisers?
to them.
Woo!
All right, who's first?
So I'd like to invite Karen and Wendy up,
Here they come over here.
and they're on the other side. None of you are Karen or Wendy. That's why I kept looking over here going,
Where are they?
there they
Here's
are.
a good
Wendy
place.
Tardif, Dempsey Center CEO and President, and Karen Page, Dempsey Center Development Associate.
Yes, these two
put
have
your
been
very own mic over
working
there.
really
Yeah.
hard and have done a fantastic job. Yeah, you have to give it up for them. They've done an amazing job.
They are amazing.
Fundraisers. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so incredible. Thank you so much for sticking around for this award ceremony. It's a really special part of the weekend. So glad you all are here. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. I'm seeing a lot of familiar teams out here in the crowd today. So just thank you all for being here. My role at the Dempsey Center is to help with the Dempsey Challenge, to really help people connect with the mission of the Dempsey Center while doing the Dempsey Challenge. So it was my great honor and complete joy to be a part of each journey of each participant here at the Dempsey Center today. So without further ado, I wanted to do some awards for our top fundraisers. But first, there are some people who aren't going to be up on stage today, but have done amazing, amazing work this summer in fundraising. So wanted to call some attention to Central Maine Healthcare. Central Maine Healthcare folks here today? Central Maine Healthcare, of course, is a sponsor of the Dempsey Challenge, but they also have the most team members participating in the Dempsey Challenge. 125 people walking with the Central Maine Healthcare. So thank you very much. Also wanted to call out Top Dollar Dave. I saw the wave.
There you are, Dave. How are you, my good man? Good to see you.
Top Dollar Dave had the most donors this year of any Dempsey Challenge participant, 403 donors.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So in addition to all of that, we had amazing success from so many folks. 75 of our participants raised $3,000 or more. 36 people raised $5,000 or more. And then we had 14 people who raised $10,000 or more for the Dempsey Challenge. And if you would just give me a minute, I would love to call their names and give some love. Fran Stanhope, David Gervais,
Yeah.
Serena Panzeri, Sheena Wenz, Ethan Healy, Sean Cox, Kathy Detman, Dennis Richardson,
Yeah.
Pamela Pettit, Dawn Oakes, April Smith, Lisa Fiorelli, Bob Stanhope, and Barbara Mulligan. Thank you all so, so much. All right, so let's get to our fundraising awards. So when your name is called, we're going to have the fundraisers come up from this side of the stage. You're going to have a minute just to pose for a picture, receive your award. Keep your masks on, please, as you approach the stage. Keep them on, and then you'll leave out of this side. All right, so our first award, we're going to do our top overall fundraiser. So Fran Stanhope, please come on up.
Hey, Fran. Good to see you, Fran. Congratulations.
Fran Stanhope raised $23,398 this year. This is Fran's 4th year participating in the Dempsey Challenge and her 3rd as the captain of her team, Fran's Army. Yeah. Which leads us right into our top friends and family team, Fran's Army.
Hey.
Woo. So Fran's Army raised $82,682.
Yeah, come on, let's hear it. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Rocket, yeah.
Double fist.
Award.
You got the 2 awards there, Fran.
Double fisted. There you go. Woo. Right
Thank you,
on.
Fran. All right, so next up, we have our top youth fundraiser. So this incredibly special young man is a 3-time winner of this award. This is his 3rd consecutive year. Ethan Healy from Team Marcy Strong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ethan is not able to be here today, but I hope he's watching online, and I know that his team is here supporting and cheering for him. So congratulations, Ethan. $16,655.
Fantastic. That's his. We're going to talk to him. We're going to FaceTime him later today. He
Yes.
just unfortunately couldn't make it.
Exactly. That would be wonderful. All right, so our top young adult fundraiser is Sydney Paul.
Hey, Sydney. Such a pleasure. Well done.
Sydney Paul is a senior at Bates College right here in Lewiston and has been participating since he was in high school. It's your senior year of college, and you've been doing this since you were in high school. Yeah, that's fantastic. So Sydney raised, as of the fundraising deadline, $4,170
Thank you.
Fabulous.
in like 2 weeks. And Sydney is also going to accept the award for the top College Cup, which is our college competition. Bates College, again, right here in Lewiston, our hometown campus, won the College Cup this year.
They brought it back. Look,
Oh, okay. Oh,
you want to come up and accept it now?
yeah, come on up now.
Team leader. Yeah, good hustle. Over here, over here. There you go.
Anna, right?
Here. Yeah,
There you
step up
go.
here. You guys should step right up
Step
here.
right up.
There you go. Don't be shy.
Nice job.
Great job, ladies. Fantastic.
Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
There were
you.
definitely lots of Bobcats on the 5 and 10K today, so congratulations. All right, so another team award. Team Concentra. Look at all the orange. Look at all the orange in the crowd.
Yeah, always an amazing
Got
turnout.
the Orange Dragons, and you got the Orange Concentra team. Got all kinds of orange in the park.
Hello.
So Sue Britting from Team Concentra, we were just looking at the updated fundraising totals, and they were so close to $100,000. Right around $98,000 raised for the Dempsey Center through the Dempsey Challenge. Absolutely incredible year after year. Over 100 participants participating from their entire organization all over the country, both here and globally. So thank you so much, Concentra. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
And last but not least, Mr. Travis McKenzie from Team Musette.
Yeah.
Yay, Travis!
I saw you running by me there, blazing by me on your run.
Our Small Business Team Award goes to Musette Restaurant down in Kennebunkport. If you haven't been, highly recommend.
Awesome.
Highly recommend. So Travis, this is a two-time. You're a multiple award winner. $38,147 raised by Team Musette. And of course, the Dempsey Center social media man. You've probably seen his face many times on our social media platforms. So thank you, Travis, for all you do for the Dempsey Center and the Dempsey Challenge.
Thank you. Good to see you, man. Thank you.
You guys, I am overwhelmed, as I always am every Dempsey Challenge. This is my 8th Dempsey Challenge, and every year it gets better and better. The sun always shines on the Dempsey Challenge. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your hard work, and thank you for raising the money that allows everyone to do what they do at the Dempsey Center every single day, which is supporting people, caregivers, family, friends, patients. It's really important, and it's incredibly needed. So thank you so much.
Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Karen,
Great job.
for all you do
Yeah.
as well. Now, before we wrap up the celebration, we have to hear from our other fearless leader. You're both fearless. Wendy Tardif, Executive Director
Tardif.
and CEO and President. Come on up, Wendy.
Oh, it's a little overwhelming. Patrick, didn't he do a great job talking to you about what we do at the Dempsey Center and how we do it? And he's just such an amazing partner for all of us. He's obviously a board member, but it feels like he's part of our staff as well, and so appreciative of his vision and his ability to draw people in. It's just really incredible. And I guess to kind of build on a little bit of what he was talking about before, it's pretty amazing what our staff have been able to do in the last year and a half. Some of our staff actually changed jobs completely because we didn't have any role for a massage therapist during COVID. So it's, and everybody on staff basically did that. And what we were able to do in the last year and a half has been nothing short of miraculous, I think. And it was a goal that we had for many years to try to get a virtual center up and running. So now we have 3 centers, one in Lewiston, one in South Portland, and one virtually called Dempsey Connects. So we're really excited to continue to build that out and really kind of figure out really what our clients are in need of, but they need all of it. So there's going to be a lot of growth here in the next few years, I think. And I just want to do a huge call out. One other group of folks that I've been working with for 13 years, actually 14 years come November, is Medalist Sport. If you guys are around, a lot of them are back here behind stage, and they're our event management company. They come from really all over the United States. They're based in Georgia. They're an incredible partner for us, and we couldn't do this without them. We are one
Can we
big,
get
huge
Chris to
team.
get up here,
Yeah,
Chris?
great.
Come on up here, Chris. He's been doing this event since the very beginning. We'd be lost without this gentleman.
Yeah.
Chris, I'll actually, here, say a few words, and thank you and your team.
Just an incredible thank you to everyone here today for all the effort and support. And I do want to give a shout out to the medalist team. We're backstage making everything safe, and a great weekend. So thank you. It means a lot for us to be here to support every one of you. So thank you for being here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And it really is a team. I mean, all of our staff have been working hard to pull off the Dempsey Challenge. We have staff specific to Challenge, but even other staff that are generally doing other things to help our clients on a weekly basis jump in and have helped, especially this week. And then you have medalist sports, you have all our volunteers, our local organizing committee. I mean, so many people that have been with us for 13 years in making this happen, both in terms of the Dempsey Challenge, but then, of course, what does that equate to? Well, it allows us to do the work that we do at the Dempsey Center every day. And I can't say enough about the fact that every dollar that you raise as fundraisers is going directly to the Dempsey Center and the services that we offer, because we also have amazing corporate partners that allow us to put their money toward the event and the fundraising money toward the work that we do at the center. So thank you to really everybody to help make that happen for us. I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Wendy, very, very much. And actually, stay up here just for a moment longer, if you would. And I'll bring Patrick back into this, because you two have been on this journey for quite a number of years now. Maybe jump in here, Patrick.
Yeah, 2015, I finished the show and sort of came back, and I was like, I need to come back and see how things are going. And that was like, I had time to really engage and try to get back here once a month to oversee what's happening at the center, the growth, what we need to work on, doing outreach, traveling around the state. And a lot of this was just you and I going back and forth on ideas of what we wanted to do, what the vision was, what was in the way, how did we get to that. And it's been a remarkable journey to be able to do that together. Now it's growing. It used to be you and I and the family talking about what we're doing. Now we have the board, which scared us a little bit, but the board has been so wonderful and so inspiring that it's just one more strong member to the team, that they really understand what's going on in the center and what the need is of the patient. Because what's remarkable about the work that you've done, and I think we can segue into what's happening in the future now, is Wendy is stepping down after 14 years. So we're in a position for new leadership, we'll have an announcement hopefully in the next week. But I just want to thank Wendy for her leadership. She was going to sort of a year ago, and then COVID came, and you ended up staying. You have grandchildren that you want to spend time with. You've sacrificed so much time for us in this community with the hard work that you've done. And her, yes, please. And the beautiful thing of her leadership is the empathy, the humility, the strength, and the ferociousness in leadership when it's needed, but the ability to get the staff to work together as a team without ego. Just what is our mission? How do we stay on that? And how do we listen to each one of you so you have ownership in it? So your leadership qualities are amazing. Your vulnerability is beautiful, and your strength is sometimes frightening but needed. But it's really good. So we're going to miss you. I have a feeling you're going to come back at some point with us.
I think a Dempsey Challenge in Ireland.
There we go. We'll set
I
you
knew
up for
you better
that.
to do that.
I want to be on that trip too, Wendy.
You're on it, Lee.
So let's hear it one more time for Wendy.
Wendy Tardiff.
Give me a W.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give me an E. E. Give me an N.
N.
Give me a D.
D.
Give me a Y. There's the spell.
Wendy.
Thank you so much, everybody.
And
very humbled.
there really aren't enough words for us to say about what Wendy's contribution has been and what it's meant to us. It's unbelievable. Wendy, just want you to know that on behalf of the Board of Directors and the staff, it is a great honor, my great honor here, to share with you that in thanks to your 13, 14 years of service, from this point forward, the bike route in the Dempsey Challenge will be named the Tardiff Trail. And feel free, if you'd like to say anything more, feel free, because now the cat's out of the bag.
I can't talk right now, but pull myself together. It's
Step up front. Yeah. Yeah.
Nina. I think, so this is kind of funny. So Chrissy Penny is our newest member of our leadership team. A year ago, joined us as our Chief Advancement Officer, but she's been helping us figure out how to do things in the development world, and she wanted to name a donation level after me, and I was like, no, I can't do that. I really appreciated it, but this is like really cool because because my first experience with the Dempsey Center, of course, was putting together the very first Dempsey Challenge, and so this just feels really fitting. I don't know whose idea this was, but I'll take it. Tardif Trail.
There we go. Absolutely, it's awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Thanks for being part of the Dempsey Challenge family. Every one of you has made a tremendous difference in somebody's cancer journey by participating this weekend, raising lots of money, and helping make life better for people impacted by cancer. So for everybody here, our thank you. You want a final word, Patrick?
I just want to say thank you. I can't believe we have sun today. It's beautiful. We are truly blessed. We have a lot of angels watching over us today and taking care of us, which is nice to see. And then the clouds are coming in. But I just want to thank you all very much. This is day one. So we've got tomorrow. We got the bike ride. If you're not riding, you want to be out on the route supporting the riders, that's a great thing to do. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Lee,
I want to just say a quick welcome to our board president.
Tim, you want to come up and say hi?
Come on
real
up and
quick?
say hi or wave or, do a little dance. There
Come
you
on
go.
up here. Come on up and say. Tim has done a great job leading us through this journey. So please say hello to everybody. I want to introduce everybody to Tim. Griffin? Good.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out here. It's truly incredible to see everybody back. It was really tough last year not to have everybody here, but everybody coming out and the warmth and the love that you could feel, it was palpable. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for the center. We wouldn't be able to offer these services without you. So thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you,
Thank you, Tim.
Patrick.